On July 4th, you will typically hear this piece, The Stars and Stripes Forever. It is composed by John Philip Sousa. It was composed in 1896, and in 1987, the United States Congress made it the National March of the United States of America. The history of this piece of music is fascinating. Sousa composed the march on Christmas Day of 1896. He was on board a ship heading to the United States from Europe, and he had just learned of the recent death of the manager of his band. In his head, with no paper, no nothing in front of him, Sousa composed the march, and when he came back home, he wrote it down. And the interesting part about this piece of music is, while yes, you do hear it on July 4th, it is also historically called the Disaster March. In the early 20th century, when it was common for theaters and circuses to have bands, this march was the code for a life-threatening emergency. It was kind of the fire alarm of the day. Very fascinating. This piece follows the standard United States military march form. What is that? It is repeated phrasing of different melodies performed in sections called strains, something that was an absolute key to Sousa's marches. And so as we listen to it, we know that this was for a concert band to play. And so these are the things that Sousa used, these instruments that he had at his disposal. The fascinating part of this is, while typically we do not hear lyrics, there is lyrics that Sousa wrote, and they go like this. At the Grandioso, the final section, the words are, "Hurrah for the flag of the free, may it wave as our standard forever, the gem of the land and the sea, the banner of the right. Let tyrants remember the day when our fathers with mighty endeavor proclaimed as they marched to the fray that by their might and by their right it waves forever." This song is a beautiful tribute not only to the United States of America, but also to the flag and for everything that it stands for. So, as you listen this 4th of July, or whenever you have a patriotic holiday and you hear this piece of music, think of the fact that Sousa wrote this while on a ship. Sousa used this piece of music to remember a dear friend.